Hey everybody, this is Craig from the Homeowner Show, and I'm at an age now where I figured out there are some things you just shouldn't cheap out on, and a mattress is definitely one of them. You spend about a third of your life in bed, so you might as well sleep on something really good. I've been sleeping on a Brooklyn bedding mattress, and I really like it. They actually build these things right here in Arizona, and it feels like a quality, well-made product, which, if you listen to the show, is really important to me. And right now, their back-to-school sale is going on. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use my promo code homeowners at checkout to get 30% off site-wide during the back-to-school sale. Again, brooklynbedding.com, promo code homeowners.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
This is episode number 364 of the Homeowner Show. Whether you're DIY or looking to hire, we're here to help you find the best information and options for you and your home. My name is Kevin Hackett, and here with me is Craig Williams.
Hello, and welcome to the Homeowner Show. We are so glad that you could join us for another live episode here in the Homeowner Show studios. How you doing, Kev?
I'm pretty good. I almost botched that. That's okay. I didn't.
It was stressful.
No, well, yeah, it was a little bit. Dude, like, can it get any hotter outside?
Yes.
Holy cow, man!
Careful what you ask for.
It has been incredibly warm, and
you say that I'm actually turning the AC back on in here right now. It was cold before you got here.
Well, good idea. I mean, and I how can I really complain? I don't have your job. And so I'm not complaining. I'm really not. But it is, I feel bad for you. That's what it is.
It's not so bad, honest. I mean, like, my guys all have to wear long sleeve shirts and long pants and gloves. And like, people look at us like, oh, I don't understand how you do that. It's like, well, once you get sweaty, it's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, especially if there's a breeze.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Well,
so.
Okay. I mean, y'all are in and out of a truck.
Yeah. I mean, like most of the time, we're on the ground 15, 20 minutes.
Then you're out.
And then we're out. And then we're back in the AC.
Yeah, and you're driving for 20 or 30 minutes.
Most of my guys, I tell them to keep a cooler with water or like an insulated glass with, like a Stanley Cup or something like that. So I have water with them all day.
Yeah, sure.
Or Gatorade.
Yeah.
But like, this isn't even that bad.
No, I mean, I think the problem is that this happens. What I've noticed, so I've lived here almost 10 years now. Mm-hmm. What I've noticed is the end of July, until the end of August, just doesn't rain.
Yeah, no, like we're looking at 2-3 weeks without any significant rain right now.
Right.
I mean, it's not good.
No, and you look around and like for an area that just stays green pretty good amount of time.
Yeah,
things are turning.
Yep.
Things are turning.
Well, and everything was really saturated pretty early on for the summer months. We had a lot of rain.
We did.
And sometimes, it's like when you spoil a child.
we got spoiled.
Yep.
Well, who knows? I mean, they're saying, and nobody can really know, but they're saying it could be a pretty wet September.
It can be. That's hurricane season.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's El Nino this year, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So we got some fun stuff for you guys tonight. We're definitely going to be talking about the Owen Wilson debate. If you haven't, it has nothing to do with homeownership.
Owens Wilson.
debate.
That's different than Owen Wilson debate.
Owen Wilson. That would be fun.
Yeah,
we would debate Owen Wilson.
Well, I mean, sure. The voice of.
Have you seen the new movie that he's going to be in with Alan? What is it? Alan Richardson, the guy that plays Reacher.
Oh. No.
Dude, that looks good.
I bet it does.
And it's not even like, it doesn't sound like anything I would ever be interested in. Like he's I think Owen Wilson is playing a doctor and Alan is playing the driver who like apparently has some sort of mysterious past, but they're doing organ transportation.
Oh.
And somebody's trying to steal the organ that they have.
Sounds good.
It's
if he doesn't say ka-chow, then it won't work.
It should be in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
So yeah, the Owens Wilson debate. We're gonna be talking a little bit about that. We also got the top 5 most exited cities in 2026.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
And then we've got a couple of just like little news stories about things that are happening in the home ownership market right now.
Yeah.
Which one of those you want to get into first?
I'm very interested in the debate.
Okay.
Let's talk about that first.
Let's talk about the debate.
Yeah.
So both sides are claiming victory, obviously.
Sure.
So, and I think at this point, let me just pull up one.
So do we want to like preface what's happened at all, or no? You go look it up if you care.
Like, look, if you don't know, then you don't care.
Probably not.
Let's see. I'm just pulling up her channel.
Okay.
So yeah, on her channel alone, and they streamed this debate live on 4 separate channels.
Okay.
It was the Candace Owens channel, the Crucible, PBD podcast, and the Whatever podcast.
All right.
All streamed it concurrently. On her channel right now, what is it? Just over 3-hour debate has 4.9 million views.
Oh my goodness.
So, and then
nuts.
the clips on it are going nuts. It's insane. And like, just the brief setup on this is Candace has been making some outlandish claims about Israel's involvement, the French Foreign Legion's involvement, the CIA's involvement, Erica Kirk's involvement in the it's not a conspiracy, in conspiring to kill Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. Now, is she claiming that they all did it together, or that there may be separate claims against each?
In my opinion, there's not a lot of coherency going on here. I don't know exactly what she's claiming.
That's a good point.
Other than that, she's just claiming a lot of things.
That's fair.
And Andrew Wilson's proposition was, I don't think you have any positive evidence for any of these claims.
Right.
So the debate happened.
Yes.
I don't think it went really well for him.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, he lost. Well, he crowdfunded it, but he spent $300,000 plus a trip over there to do it. She made a little bit of cash on it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. She got herself a nice little nest egg.
Yeah.
Not that she didn't already have it.
No,
but yeah, and this is the thing, is her channel has blown up ever since she's been doing this conspiracy themed content.
Sure.
And I look, if you watched our show for any amount of time, you know I love me a good conspiracy.
Yeah, I was wondering if your mom's like following her.
No, she's not.
Good. Do not tell her about her.
No. This is one I don't think she would actually go down the rabbit hole.
Okay, good.
Just because she liked Charlie so much.
Right.
And she liked, as so many people on the right did, they not loved, the whole funeral thing that they did for Charlie, where like everybody showed up.
Sure.
And then Erica stood on the promenade and said, "I forgive that man." That was a big moment.
It was.
And so like I don't think she would ever go down that road. And that's not to say that there's not weird stuff around his death.
No, there is.
There's really weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like the whole repaving of the entire area where he was assassinated, like 2 days later.
Yeah. Why?
Like what?
Why?
Nobody knows.
No.
We've gotten no clear answer on that. Mm-mm. But again, not having a clear answer on that isn't evidence for a conspiracy.
No.
It just means that like that's a weird thing.
It's weird.
But there's weird stuff surrounding his death.
Yeah.
And she's making all of these assertions, but she doesn't really feel the need to share. And this was the thing. I watched all 3 hours of it. I know you didn't.
I did not.
Here was the big takeaway for me. Is if you are going to make all these claims, well, there's 2 big things for me. If you're going to make all these claims, and she did, and then she said, I can't tell you why because I don't want to reveal my sources. The problem with that, Andrew Wilson actually brings up in the debate, is he goes, okay, that's very convenient because I could just as easily say, I have sources that say that your sources are lying.
Yeah, it's he said, she said.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And like you have no evidence at that point for these positions. And she's like, well, we've produced photos and and because of my sources, I've been able to get, access to all these things. And because of this, and like obviously because I have so many people listening to me now, I've garnered their trust and that makes me reliable. Like that doesn't make you reliable.
No.
That makes you entertaining.
Well, and also it's like, to what end? Like for her, literally, like, why do you have all of this? Mm-hmm. Why do you care so much?
Yeah,
I mean, not that you shouldn't.
They were friends.
You shouldn't care. Yeah,
they were friends.
They were friends, and not that you shouldn't care. But like you're independently going out and finding all of these sources and secretly holding on to information and all for what?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And so like the highest form of conspiracy in her opposition is that she's doing this for the money.
Well, she did.
She is doing it for the money. Like she is making lots of money off of Charlie Kirk's death.
Right.
And some people find that despicable. The problem is that the people who are, the people who are going up against her are also making money off of her making money off of Charlie Kirk's death.
Right.
So it's like all of these people are suckling at the teat of this poor man who was assassinated in public.
Right.
And like
it's deplorable.
Yes. It's like all of you should just shut up.
Right.
So here's my other big issue is she is saying that Tyler Robinson is a patsy.
Well, a lot of people are saying that.
Yes. And she's not convinced he's the shooter. She's not convinced he was involved. She's convinced that he had some role, but like she doesn't know that he made the shot. I actually have problems around the whole shooting situation myself.
Sure.
It seems suspect.
It
doesn't seem impossible.
Right.
It seems improbable.
Correct.
My issue is
he was a really good shot.
If he made it,
it was a really good shot.
It was a really good shot.
Really, really, really good. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Really, really good shot for an amateur.
Yeah.
It was a really good shot for anybody.
Correct.
So, my issue is that you really believe that he's a patsy. And this is the problem, is she would never say that she thought that he was innocent or anything like that. But like, if you have all this information that shows that there's other people involved, why aren't you providing that information to his defense?
Right.
And according to his defense lawyers, she has come forward with no information. And at that point, you become an extremely immoral individual that is withholding evidence that could potentially release a innocent man from being convicted of a crime that carries the death penalty.
In which you
are now complicit in his execution.
That's right.
If you don't come forward.
Right.
That's my problem with it. It's like, if you are so confident in all this stuff and you have all these sources and you have all of this evidence, then give it to them.
Right.
It doesn't mean that they can use it, but it gives them a direction to go to find the evidence that they can use to defend their client.
Yeah, and it's like, if you're so convinced about this, why wouldn't you?
You're a horrible, wretched human being if you don't.
Right.
And so that was my conclusion. You're a horrible, wretched human being, Candace, if you have all this information and you haven't handed it over to their defense. You now have shown that you are withholding evidence just so you can continue to make money off of people's excruciating pain and horrible circumstance.
Yep.
So shame on you.
Well,
and so like, it's either that or you're just a bald-faced liar.
Well, and it's this whole time, if you followed her at all through this whole thing, it's been weird.
It has been weird. I will give her the benefit of the doubt in saying, like, look, it's weird.
No. She's been weird.
She has been weird, yes.
Like, I mean, there have been moments where she's almost laughing at the situation.
Yes.
And where she has, like, again, her platform rose when all of this went down.
Well, so here's the thing, man, is what is the fastest growing segment of podcast content on the market right now? Do you know?
No.
True crime.
Okay.
True crime is the fastest growing, most impressive, largest numbers, largest listening audience. Do you know why?
Because of who's producing it? I don't know.
No. It's the demographic.
Okay.
So for the longest time, podcast listening and those forms of content have been pretty much dominated by males.
Sure.
Until people started making content that females were actually interested in.
Okay.
So Candace's audience is like 70% female.
Interesting.
Why? Because she is producing a form of content likened to true crime.
Unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved mysteries. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's this conspiratorial true crime, unsolved mystery thing. And by the way, I have all the secret sources. I've got all this secret evidence that you guys don't have access to, and I'm going to break it down for you. And it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like this is like you, like kudos to you for understanding the marketplace.
Yeah.
She's very intelligent. She's quick on her feet. She's well-spoken. And there's like, look, when Candace was doing Blexit, I think that's what it was called. Blexit.
Okay. I don't know.
Do you remember when Britain had the whole Brexit?
Okay. Yeah.
They were removing themselves from the European Union.
Right.
So she took a play on words and said, I'm going to do Blexit, which was Black Americans exiting the Democratic Party.
Okay.
But when she was doing that, I thought it was really brilliant. I thought it was really smart. She was what she was saying was, hey, listen, like we as Black Americans need to recognize that we've been voting for this party for years and years and years and years, and we're not getting what we want.
Sure.
So we all need to exit until we do. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was reasonable.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, okay, like that's actually something that could be good for Black voters.
Sure.
To say, like, it doesn't matter that I necessarily agree with Republicans or Libertarian, whoever you wanted to like exit and go vote for, but like, let's remove our vote from the Democrat Party until they decide to start listening to what it is that we actually want to want them to do for us, and then do those things.
Well, we've said this for a long time. Like there comes a point when your opinion has to matter or it doesn't.
Right.
And part of that is to take action or inaction.
Right.
One of the two. It's like, okay, like not that we could do this, but like if everybody stopped buying gas, the prices would change. They would.
Sure.
If everybody stopped traveling, the prices would change. If everyone stopped, started buying this versus something else, like your actions then matter. So yeah, her actions, what she was saying was like, okay, let's actually do put our money where our mouth is type of thing and do something about it. I remember this conversation. But honestly, the woman, I feel like she's off her rocker in many ways because bipolar, maybe, I don't know, because she does one thing and then does the other thing. I don't know. I think you're right. I think she's trying to profit off of Charlie's death.
She is profiting off
She is, but I think she's actively trying to. I mean, it's one thing that if you accidentally, not say accidentally, it's kind of a weird way to put it, but if you wind up making money off of something because you're at the right place at the right time, that's one thing.
Sure.
But whenever you're like actively pursuing the money based on something, especially like this, it just feels wrong. Feels very wrong to me. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
So when I was listening to PBD show today, they were kind of doing like a recap of the debate. And he had an interesting perspective that I do tend to...
Because he moderated, right?
He moderated the debate.
Okay.
I actually think he did a pretty good job. People were like, he didn't... But like he actually just kind of let them go. There was... Oh, by the way, there was also like a bit of conspiracy within the debate that... like Steven Crowder came out and said, hey, by the way, I know that Candace uses the earpieces, so she could have been getting that information via an earpiece. So, and then there's actually clips of Andrew Wilson adjusting his earpiece while in there. And so PBD came out today and said, hey, by the way, like we all had earpieces. Candace's studio provided them to us so that we could hear if we played a clip. Kind of like we're wearing headphones right now. He said that, but it also doesn't mean, I mean, I've worked with monitor systems enough to know that like it doesn't mean that they couldn't have been talking just specifically to her or to him in their ears.
Oh yeah, you can turn off channels and turn on channels.
Yep.
Very easily.
I've shown you a mixing system that allows you to do that.
That's right.
So it doesn't mean that people weren't, and so, some people were saying that was what was going on when she knew all 7. Like she would, and if you watch the video, she stalls for a long time to give all 7, and people are like, "Oh, she was letting her people look it up, so they give it to her in the earpiece."
Maybe.
I don't know if that's what was going on.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No.
That wasn't like the linchpin for me. For a lot of people, it was like, okay, that's when he lost. But Patrick Bet-David's perspective was that Andrew Wilson won, not because he thought he had better arguments, but that he was the lowest rung of the 3.
Oh, okay.
And so his channel got the least amount of live stream views.
Okay.
But he essentially quadrupled his reach by having it on Candace's show,
right?
Having it on Patrick Bet-David's show, having it on the whatever show.
It's everywhere now.
It's everywhere now, and people who didn't know him now know him.
Yeah,
he paid $300,000 to get about 10 million views.
That's what I was going to say
on YouTube.
Yeah, it worked.
Which he'll get that back.
Sure, he will.
Again, I don't think that that's a great thing. Well, he crowdfunded and already surpassed the amount that he needed to pay her.
Yeah,
and so like if nothing else, he broke even.
Right.
Cool.
But
because he broke even, he now has his face in front of a much bigger audience.
Yeah.
That's going to be paying attention to what he does and what he says in the aftermath.
Well, and like you said, I mean, if neither one of them had like actually a clear victory, everyone kind of won and everyone kind of lost.
Yeah, there was
it's even.
There was no clear victor in this thing.
Well,
honestly.
I can tell you there was a loser.
Who's the loser?
Well, Charlie. Well,
I mean,
I think he loses more and more whenever people just exploit things.
Here's the thing. Yes and no. Like, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of his assassination, which is September 11th, by the way. We're still talking about it.
Of course we are.
So, like, yes, Charlie loses because, like, we're kind of dragging his name through the mud. At the same time, we're still talking about him a year later.
Sure.
Like, most people die.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 months. Maybe.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Unless you're, like, immediate family.
But this has like been ongoing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like it's not like it resurfaced because a trial is coming or something. Like it which I guess it kind of did, but I mean, it's been ongoing. And partly I think because Turning Point hasn't gone away, nor is it going away.
No.
So I don't know.
But like and that event is not going away.
No, it's not.
For a lot of I was at a networking meeting the other day, and this gal in her 20s, and I said, "Were you even alive for 9/11?" She was like, "No."
And
I was like, "So Charlie Kirk was like the first like public traumatic event, and you probably know exactly where you were when it happened, don't you?" And she goes, "Oh yeah." And
crazy.
I was like, "That is crazy."
It's crazy.
I don't remember where I was at for Charlie Kirk's assassination. I remember it happening.
I do too.
But I remember where I was at for 9/11.
Oh, 100% I do.
I remember where I was at for Challenger 7.
Oh yeah, I do too actually.
And our parents probably all remember exactly where they were for JFK's assassination.
Oh yeah, my mom can tell you exactly.
And there's other stuff. Like I was trying to explain to somebody the other day. It's weird when you were at an event that everybody remembers where they were at when it happened, because for those of you that don't know, I was at the bonfire when it fell at A&M back in '99, and like it's just weird for people like if they don't know that you were there, and then in a conversation they'll be like, "I remember where I was when that happened," and I've had lots of people tell me that.
Sure,
it's weird for me. Because it's like, oh, I was there.
Actually there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, because it doesn't, to me, it doesn't seem like it's a massively important event, but it doesn't seem like it should be as big of a deal to other people.
Because they weren't there
because they weren't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like that's a weird one.
Yeah.
And I imagine people who were like in New York when 9/11 happened.
Oh, yeah.
When the entire country is like, I remember exactly where I was when that happened. I remember when the plane flew into the second tower, and people are like, how do you, like, why would you remember that? Like, I remember it because I was there. I watched the plane fly into the tower.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like the wardrobe malfunction.
Yes.
I know exactly where I was whenever the wardrobe malfunction happened.
I actually do remember where I was at for that.
Most people in youth ministry do. Just saying.
Ironically enough, I was in a church gymnasium.
Yeah,
I was like, oh!
a lot of us were.
There was a lot of oxygen sucked in immediately.
Yes, there was. That's a weird event too.
Did you see that? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
there was a titty on the screen.
There was. Yeah, for a moment. Anyway,
poor Justin Timberlake.
I'm sure. Yes, poor JT. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, so let's get into this, and we'll get into the 5 cities. So there's a couple of things I want to get into. Let's see here. I have my notes. Okay, which one do I want to start with?
By the way, that's a great transition that we just had from titty to something else.
To something else.
Yeah,
I'm bored with it now.
We need to transition faster.
Okay. So here's the big one. Here's one of the big ones.
Okay.
Is that home build?
We're talking about a new topic.
Totally new topic. We're moving on. Home purchasing.
Okay.
Home purchasing. The home builders are starting to blink. There's a new survey that came out that said that 35% of builders are starting to cut prices in August.
Oh.
So, and they're starting to cut prices on an average of about 6%.
That's pretty significant.
That's significant. So, we're having that. And so, and then the other part of that is like 63% of home builders are starting to offer massive incentives.
Okay.
Which could be reduced interest rates.
Okay. Same builders?
Different. So, yes.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay.
Okay. 35% of builders are offering price cuts.
Okay.
Price cuts range up to about 6%.
Okay.
In and amongst all of those builders, 63% are offering some kind of sales incentive.
So those numbers could be up pretty significantly from 6%.
So like you could actually combine a 6% decrease in the price with an incentive.
That's pretty significant.
Right. And so you've got about a 40% chance of getting both.
Oh, sure.
So that could be a rate buy down. It could be they cover closing costs. It could be additional upgrades. It could be additional warranties.
Okay.
And then price concessions and all that kind of stuff. So the other one that I thought that was interesting in conjunction with that is new homeowners are beginning to realize how expensive it is to actually own a home. And so this report that just came out said that on average, for owning a single family home, the average cost annually is about $11,200 to maintain the home.
Just to maintain, that's not mortgage.
That's not your mortgage.
Interesting.
That's just maintenance.
That's not even taxes?
No.
That's just maintenance.
Maintenance.
Interesting.
So now you can flesh that out in all sorts of ways. I mean, if you're hiring Jose, the lawn guy, to do your lawn, hiring the plumber, whatever. Like there's all sorts of stuff that goes into maintaining a home.
Sure.
But on average, for new home buyers, it's costing them about $11,000 to maintain the home.
Okay.
That's pretty steep. I mean,
that's pretty steep.
If you're making less than $100K, that's more than 10% of your pay.
Yeah.
That you're having to shell out on top of your mortgage.
On top of.
Which your mortgage, I'm guessing, is on average going to cost you $15,000, $16,000 a year.
So it's almost double. I mean, it's almost 100% of what your mortgage is, That's my point.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And so like when people, this is why this is important information to have, because when you go into a brand new home, you're thinking la-di-da, I've got it made in the shade. I've got this brand new home. I've got warranties. I've got blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Well, like then you start experiencing like, oh, there's things I actually have to do to this house in order to maintain it. Like I've got to pay the electrical bill. I've got to pay the water bill. Like all these things that you have to do in order to keep the house running.
Right.
It gets expensive.
It does.
And they're not, and most people don't plan for those costs.
I think on some level it's difficult to plan for those costs. Even if you don't get into a brand new home, which I know that's what we're talking about, but
no. This is average across
homes. Okay.
Yes.
Because the reality of it is you don't fully know until you get into that house.
You don't. Yeah.
What's going on. I mean, we had a situation the other day where the compressor on our septic went out.
Oh.
Which I don't know if you know what that does. I didn't know what it did at the time.
Well, I don't have a septic like you have.
No.
Because I imagine you have an anaerobic one.
I do.
Yep.
And
I got
so
old school pooper hole.
Yeah. No, mine does the whole, it sprinklers out. And which honestly is great.
Sure. As long as it's working.
As long as it's working. Well, the compressor feeds air into the system. Mm-hmm. Air into the system. For the easiest way to say it is it keeps the smell down. So when it's spraying
which is the
water,
biggest complaint from an anaerobic system is that it stinks when the sprinklers go off.
It will not stink when the sprinklers go off if your compressor is working.
I don't believe that for a minute.
It doesn't. I mean, if it's working, it doesn't smell. It's just the way it works. I mean, trust me, I live there. If the compressor doesn't work,
I think this is the issue that we talked about last week when you've been living in your house with cats for months.
No. Because, and here's how I know: when the compressor goes out, it smells.
Well, I think it smells worse.
It smells really bad.
Look, I'm not saying it's bad. It's like when I've been around in an anaerobic system and the sprinklers go off, it's a momentary odor that goes through the yard.
Okay.
And it's not massive. It's not like obnoxious. It's like, oh, I know what that is.
Okay. Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
I do, but I just think that it's probably not working in efficiency at that point. I will tell you we've got two on our property. When they go off, as long as things are working properly, you don't notice. And you can notice even if you're used to it, you would notice that. I mean, it doesn't smell good.
Did you have some like stinky poo water going on?
Well, that's how I knew the compressor was out. Is because I was like,
does it affect other things?
No, not really.
That's really all it's doing?
That's what it's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so now you also put the chlorine tablets in, and a lot of people think that's what keeps the smell down. Those things don't do anything other than sanitize the water.
Yeah, keep you from getting
so like if you're well, for example, if you got animals and stuff, they're out there, they drink, whatever gets sprayed out because they're an animal.
Sure.
It cleanses it. That's what those things are for. But then that doesn't keep the smell down. The compressor does. So it went out. It was $350.
That's not bad.
No, but it's $350.
Sure, but you know what I mean. Add it up over the course of a year, and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I spend this year?
Right, and you don't really recognize it because you're like, well, I gotta get that fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that needs to be done, and over time, $11,000 goes by.
Well, and okay, so I think that's important to say is the average is 11,000.
Could be more.
It could be. Look, yeah. Like you can have a new air conditioning system. That can be your whole year.
That's it.
Right there.
Right there.
That's why it's the average. Because some people pay less and some people pay way more.
That's right.
It's just out there. So the other one that I thought was interesting is HOA costs are exploding.
Oh,
so
I hate HOA fees.
Nobody loves them.
If you don't believe us, we have episodes on this.
Yeah. Since 2020, average HOA assessments have increased by over 50%.
Oh my goodness.
So specifically 50.5%, but that's over 50%, and that's just egregious.
Well,
and,
it is.
and shouldn't be the case.
The prices are already egregious.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, now look, I will say, you agreed to live in the gated community, or
You should have done
agreed-
your research.
right. But I mean, does that count into home maintenance?
No.
That doesn't even count there either.
No.
So I mean, you're talking mortgage plus HOA fees plus taxes plus maintenance. It can cost a lot to own a home.
Yeah. I will say
It's
this.
still worth it.
And we could probably do an episode on this later on. We actually got a check from our HOA a few months back for about $1,200.
Why?
It was, it's kind of a long story.
Okay.
But everybody in the neighborhood got a
Was
check.
it an overpayment type of thing?
No.
Okay.
No, it was a service that the neighborhood technically couldn't provide.
Okay.
And then had planned on spending the money, had been collecting additional fees
Okay.
and then they realized they couldn't do it, and then they put a vote out to the community and said, hey, would you like a refund, or do you want us to like hold these funds and use them for future projects?
Refund, please.
Well, there's a whole again
It's a whole episode, or at least part of an episode.
it kind of goes into Robert's Rules of Procedures.
Okay. That makes sense.
And so we can do an episode on it.
Sure, we should.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
But I want to get into the top 5 most exited cities, because I thought this bit of data was. I mean, some of them you're going to be like, yeah, of course. But some of them you're going to be like, really?
Are any of them Camden? Sorry.
No, but New Jersey. Okay, so there's not a city in New Jersey that comes up in the top 5.
Oh, come on.
But because we know that we have, so like we've got 2 pieces of content out there that are just really firing on all 4 cylinders. One of them is Kevin's excoriating review of Camden, in which he calls them just a smoldering heap of garbage. And I think that content is like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And people are still finding it, going like, who the hell's this guy?
He lives in Houston. Oh.
So, and the other one is the black Jaguar that was photographed in Huntsville.
It's a good one.
And like, I can't tell you the number of hillbillies that have commented on that post going like, you guys are stupid. I saw one last weekend. And I'm like, where's your picture, Bubba? And like, crickets.
Well, why would I take a picture of something I see every day?
Yeah.
Take a picture of my wife
He
all the
killed
time.
my granny.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Here we go.
top 5. You want to go from number 5 to number 1?
5 to number 1.
So number 5 is actually Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Net outflow of roughly 24,000 in 2025, and DC's domestic outflow did improve by about 20,000 year over year. So
It's an expensive place to live.
it's inexpensive. So and so what I asked, I did a bunch of research on this, and I was like, okay, so what's the cause and why is this happening? DC was an interesting one.
Okay.
Because they cited the high cost of housing in the city, and so more people are willing to move out to Virginia.
I believe that.
Or Maryland, which I don't know. Maryland's
Baltimore's not far. It's across
Baltimore's not for, but it's just as expensive.
Oh, sure.
So more people are moving to like the outskirts of Virginia, and then willing to commute in.
Okay. Well, they got lots of trains. It's
So-
easy.
But there's actually 2 issues that are going on, and I hadn't thought about this. But because Trump unleashed Elon Musk on everything, a lot of those people lost their jobs.
I guess so.
And so those jobs were housed within DC. They had to find new jobs, and those people had to leave DC.
So this may be a one-time exit.
It could
But
be.
it skews the numbers for 26.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Because all those guys kind of tried to hang in there, and or their contracts ended sometime in 2026.
Makes sense.
And so they had to find other positions and move out. Number 4 was the one that was actually shocking and surprising to me.
Okay.
Miami, Florida.
Really?
Yes.
Bienvenido, Samiami.
So
It's a Will Smith comment.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
For all of our listeners that weren't alive during 9/11,
90s.
they don't get the reference.
No, they don't.
But yeah, so apparently what's been happening is a lot of people that have been exiting other places have been moving to Florida. And one of the more desirable places to live in Florida is Miami. And because of that, the housing boom has been happening in Miami for the past several years. And because of that, housing costs have increased exponentially, and people are beginning to leave Miami to go. And we don't know where they're going, but we know that they're exiting Miami.
Interesting.
Incidentally enough, that's where PBD lives.
Oh,
But he got there years ago.
yeah.
During COVID.
Staked his claim.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, look, he spent a bunch of money on the place he has. He's got
Of
a big
course.
airplane hangar there. He's doing fine.
As you do.
And he's going to hang in there because he got everything at a totally ridiculous price, I'm sure,
he
compared to what it was worth.
Yeah.
So, number 3, no big surprise here, San Francisco, San Jose Bay, outflow of about 21,000.
Curious, what did the research say why on that one?
So, on the Bay Area, let's see.
Is it because the Giants suck?
Let's see.
Because they do.
So, a lot of it is a lot of the tech businesses are leaving that area.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know where is exploding tech wise? Utah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the Provo area, and Salt Lake too. The tech industry there is booming.
Anywhere where you see any tech company putting in a data center,
Yeah.
you're going to see tech companies moving there.
Sure.
I mean, either because they're clients, potential clients, or they're like these traditional Silicon Valley guys are going to be going like, okay, like we can take our millions and our tax benefits elsewhere.
Yeah.
And get rid of these high housing costs. That was the other one with San Francisco, San Jose Bay is high housing costs. That's the main driver is high housing costs. And so I think it's important to understand it doesn't necessarily mean that they're leaving California.
True. Or Florida.
Or Florida.
Right.
Right. It means that they're leaving those cities.
It could be just a suburb even. They're leaving the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So number 2, New York, New York City specifically, about 23,000 net left in a single quarter.
Did they even notice?
No, but that's the thing is it's the death by 1,000 cuts.
It is,
I think
sure.
at this point.
Sure.
Housing costs are the main issue there. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, and most people that lived in New York City, they have jobs. So this is interesting. 2026 survey notes that NYC's cost of living runs about 139% above the national average.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So if you want to pay
Yeah.
more than double,
Right.
you're happy to live there.
But
But you have several. I think you have compounding issues in New York, and it just makes sense that New York is number 2, if not number 1. Mom Dami is just doing. Have you heard about like his grocery store idea?
no.
Like he's talking about making grocery. He's talking about getting rid of like the bodegas and just making the grocery stores in New York a city entity.
Okay.
And doing control costs on all the groceries. So, but the funny part about that is you have to have an ID that proves that you live in New York in order to shop at these stores. And so like, it's like people are looking at this going like, okay, this is like, yeah, we voted for this communist,
Right.
but like, we didn't actually think that,
He was going to do things
yeah.
that were communist like.
And the things that we thought he was going to do, he's not doing. He said he was going to make the trains for free. He can't do that.
No.
So I think reasonable people in New York have lost confidence in their government.
Yeah.
And are going, there's got to be better places to live. Of
course.
And it doesn't mean that New York is failing. It doesn't mean that it's in squalor. It just means that there's a bunch of people still leaving New York.
Sure.
And number 1, I'm betting you can guess what the number 1 city is.
You think so?
Maybe. I think you can.
Well, my thought would be Chicago.
No.
Well, then I don't know.
It's Los Angeles.
Ooh, L.A.
Yeah. So California has
2
2 in the top 5.
Okay.
So again, primary driver is cost. So typical home in Los Angeles costs double what it costs in Las Vegas.
Oh, it's insane. Insane.
Right?
I mean, I remember, long story short, some good friends of mine, older couple, he bought a house in LA. Lived, it was just a regular home, nothing crazy. I think it's like 1,800, maybe 2,000 square foot. He paid like $100,000 for it.
Okay.
His neighbor, this was in the early 2000s. His neighbor sold their house for something like 1.5 million.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Sell now.
Well, yeah, but he didn't. I mean, it didn't matter because it's worth more now than it was then. It's crazy. Not every street's going to be like that, but it is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've owned a home in LA for 40, 50 years, you're sitting on a gold mine.
Potentially, if you can find somebody to buy it. That's the problem.
If they're leaving,
there's so many people leaving. They don't have any people moving in.
Something's got to give, right?
They don't have any people moving in that can afford those homes.
No.
And so what you've created is this insane renters market.
Sure.
And this is sort of similar to what I was talking about with Oregon, because Oregon, by the way, got the signatures to get that initiative on the ballot to eliminate all hunting and fishing in the state of Oregon. And I'm like, do it.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Yes.
By all means.
Yeah.
Like, I will start a pest control company in Oregon when all of the rats and foxes and elk and stuff start invading people's homes and you're begging people to get rid of them. And like,
what are you going to do about it?
you can't do anything about
it.
Nothing. Or all the property value just plummets and
Sure.
it becomes acceptable for guys like me to come in and like scoop it up.
Right.
And then like
Change the laws.
And then change the laws.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, please do these things. But I also think in Los Angeles, man, one of the things that people continue to talk about is things like Skid Row.
Oh.
Where as more people leave, it becomes more and more obvious how awful the homeless situation is in Los Angeles, because they become perceivable and more abundant because there's less people to take away the distraction of how many homeless people are actually in LA.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
And they've created this environment and this culture where it's acceptable to be homeless in LA and just be everywhere. And so the city gets dirtier.
Sure.
And uglier and more drug ridden and more crime ridden. And at some point, you don't have enough people for it to even make sense to not let them just take it over.
They're the new Camden.
I love that you continue to hammer on that city. When were you there last?
Last time I was there, try to think, probably 2014.
2014?
Yeah.
So
it's been a few years. I mean, a few. I don't know if they could have conjured up a police department in that amount of time.
Who knows what they could have done.
Who knows?
With a strong woman mayor, who knows what they could accomplish.
That's right. By the way, speaking of this area, Philadelphia is right there. I mean, it's across the river. Have you seen the new Rocky movie coming out?
I've seen the previews for it. Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant. Like it looks really good. I legitimately, this tells you how much I don't know, which is significant apparently. I'm sitting in the movie theater about to watch The Odyssey.
Okay.
Which is great, by the way. And the previews for this come on, and I look over to my wife and I go, "Did you know that he wrote that?" And she goes, "No." And I go, "Neither did I."
You didn't know that he wrote that?
No. That tells you that's how dumb I am.
Dude, there's all kinds of lore around him. He had to like sell his dog.
Yeah, I do now, but I didn't know that. How I didn't know, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I knew all that, man. So here's my issue with this movie.
Okay.
It seems a little too meta for me. We're making a
Okay.
movie about a guy who wants to make a movie.
It's Seinfeld.
I mean, like, look, I think the Rocky Cow has run out of teats.
Well, we'll see, because I promise you it will do well in the box office.
It looks good.
It looks well done.
Yes.
From the trailer, it looks well done.
It does look good, but I don't want to watch it.
Will you?
No,
Okay.
no. Like I won't see the Odyssey either
Why?
because I've read it.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing. The reason I wanted to see the Odyssey is because I've never read it. Like, I didn't have to read it in high school,
But there's been like 3 other movies made about this.
but I didn't want to see those.
Oh, the other ones are good.
I don't know. Maybe they are. Let me tell you why I wanted to see this one.
But this is my problem. Is I'm not going to go see it,
Sure.
and it's not because of any of the people were trying to make it political. I could care less about any of that.
I don't know.
I really don't care.
I don't either.
About like what race is playing this part and who's playing that, and like, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Okay. I don't think Nolan is as good as everybody says that he is.
That's a fair point.
I've read the book, and I'm tired. And like, I'm not throwing arrows at you.
Sure.
I'm tired of everybody waiting for the movie to come out to actually enjoy a good piece of literature.
Okay, well, it's not a good piece of literature.
It's an amazing piece of literature.
The classics suck. All of them suck.
No,
They're
they
terrible.
don't.
Yes, they do.
Are you kidding me?
No.
How many classics have you read?
Enough to
Which
know.
ones?
Which ones?
Which ones?
I mean,
Which ones have you read that sucked?
all of the ones that I read
that's
sucked.
not listing anything.
Because here's why.
Which ones have you read?
I've read plenty.
Which ones?
Well, which ones do you want me to like? It doesn't matter.
It does.
All, no, it doesn't.
I don't think you've read any of
No,
them.
well, I had to in high school. I read plenty of
Like
them.
what?
Well,
Name one.
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
You read that,
Yes.
and it sucked.
Terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
What was sucked about it?
It just wasn't interesting. It had no value to me.
Uh-huh.
And the same with, like, if I would have read the Odyssey, I would have been like, this is stupid. The whole premise of the whole thing is stupid.
The whole premise of the Odyssey is stupid?
Yes.
What? Okay. Why is it stupid?
It just doesn't, I don't know, like, the movie was good. And I'll tell you why the movie was good.
The movie was good.
The movie
but
was
the
good.
source material
No.
sucked.
Well, it did. It did. The movie was good because I was impressed with the way it was produced.
Uh-huh.
And that to me was the only reason I went to go see the Odyssey. Do you realize it's the first movie that was completely filmed in OmniMax 70 millimeter film?
I could really give a fart.
To me, that's interesting.
Why?
Because because they had to produce this thing in a very interesting way because it's huge amounts of film.
Sure.
And size of film. They had to like build boxes around the cameras themselves just to make sure the sound didn't screw up whenever they were
There's been
doing.
amazing stories about all sorts of ways that different films were made. I mean, like
So this is one of them.
We did the same thing with Avatar. I mean, no movie had ever been filmed like that before.
Sure, and I liked it.
We did the same thing with 2001: A Space Odyssey. No film had ever been filmed like that before, and I don't care. I don't care because it doesn't make it. Like, again, back to the point. Rocky, filmed on a shoestring budget.
Yeah.
One of the most incredible movies ever made.
Yeah.
About a guy who loses a fight.
Sure.
That's it. And why was it a good story? It wasn't because of the cinematography. It wasn't because of the sound.
Sure.
It was just a good story.
Yeah.
That's it.
I will take back. I got to thinking about it now that you asked. There was one classic that I liked.
Okay.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
It's an incredible book.
I like that one.
Yeah. But like the classics are the classics for a reason.
Yeah, I guess. but like I also read The Great Gatsby. I hated it.
There's nothing wrong with hating a story, but like engaging with it on a level to why you understand why it's so important to why when it came out.
I get that. Okay, that part I can understand that it did hold value to the time that it was written, but now I don't. It's not good now.
But like, here's the thing: have you ever read Count of Monte Cristo?
Yes.
Incredible book.
Yes.
Better than any film adaptation that has ever been made about it.
Sure. And the film adaptation, at least there's one
like
that
3
I
or 4.
prefer, the one that I prefer, which is probably the newest one, is pretty good.
There's one that just came out last month.
They want that one.
Okay.
It was the one before that.
It's a French version.
No,
but it's supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it, but it looks good.
Sure.
But like, and then like, I mean, Alexander Dumas, I mean, probably like one of the most impressive writers for, I mean, like you start looking at like the Three Musketeers, Count of Monte Cristo, Man in the Iron Mask. I mean, all 3 books that are considered
They're great movies.
classics in literature,
Sure. Okay.
right?
I wouldn't necessarily, I hadn't put that in a classics category I hadn't put that one in I'm thinking more of like the Odyssey and what's the stupid one with the whale?
The Whale.
Yeah. Dick Tracy. That's the one. Like,
Dick Tracy?
yeah.
No.
What am I thinking?
Dick Tracy is a detective.
That's the one. That's not the one. What's the one with the big whale?
Oh.
Come on.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. I had Dick right. I didn't miss the D on that one.
Dick Tracy.
Look, it's late, y'all.
You may have negated
It's
your
late.
entire argument.
Maybe.
With that.
Maybe. But like, that's a stupid book.
No, it's not.
Yes.
What's the point of the book?
I couldn't even tell you. It's so stupid. It was awful.
Oh my gosh.
I don't enjoy that kind of stuff.
Okay. It seems like you are the antithesis of your wife.
Oh, she hates the classics too.
It seems like you don't enjoy reading.
That is not untrue. But here's why. I had to read the classics and I hated them. So for me, so it was twofold. Number one, I didn't enjoy the stories, except for To Kill a Mockingbird. I did like that.
Okay,
one.
like let me go through a couple just to see if you've read them. Okay. Treasure Island.
Never read it.
Never read it. Okay.
Watch the movie, animated version.
Of course you did. Robinson Crusoe.
I've read that one. Yeah.
And
I like the movie,
like the movie,
but I didn't like the book
This is the thing. Is like, how can you like the movie and not like the book?
because it had Dick Van Dyke in it.
Dick Van Dyke was in Robinson Crusoe.
USN. Yes.
USN.
Robinson Crusoe USN. You never saw that?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
So not even like a full faith version of Robinson Crusoe.
No.
Okay. Let me think. Old Yeller.
Okay, I read Old Yeller. Yep. Mm-hmm. But I didn't like the ending, so I hated it.
But you read it.
I read it,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it.
But good books don't mean that you like the ending. I mean, some good books you hate the ending.
Sure.
That can make it good literature.
Well, no, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But I also didn't like the show Lost. I hated the ending of that.
But that wasn't a book.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Because there's
okay,
no
what
coherent
other ones?
writer that would ever write that show.
You and I agree on that. What other books?
What other books? I mean, like Shakespeare. Did you ever read Shakespeare?
I read some Shakespeare.
Like,
I
I
had
assume
to
you
read-
read Romeo and Juliet. Most
I
everybody
read
has
that
to
one, and I read the double toil and trouble one, which
Macbeth.
is the,
I'm not Macbeth. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope. Hamlet.
Okay, I read 3 then because I read all 3 of those.
So typically people have to read Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet. Occasionally people will read Macbeth. Some people in high school go into Midsummer Night's Dream,
I had to read that too.
which fantastic. So yeah, like this is like one of my bugaboos is like People need to read more literature. People need to read the classics. People need to read poetry.
So that's one of the things that I will say. Like for me in high school, we read a ton. Like in my senior year, before we ever. So the way we did it in my high school,
you read the Odyssey.
No, I never read. I didn't have to read the Odyssey.
Did you read the Iliad?
No.
Okay.
Two that we didn't have to read. But what we did is the summer before your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, you had to read 1, 2, 3, or 4 books.
Okay.
Before school started. And I don't even remember how many books we had to read during the school year. And my problem with reading, here's really where I got into hating reading. Number one, I didn't like the content that was forced to read. I didn't like it. And number two, I had to read for content, and I didn't enjoy that. So I never felt like I could enjoy the book because I felt like I had to read for content. I had to read to make sure I could pass a test. And I hated that. So I never really liked reading until I got married. And when I got married, my wife went on a mission to find books that I would like. And her contention is everybody would like to read if they found books that they enjoyed reading. And so I will just say that for me, growing up, I just didn't, the books that I was forced to read, the majority of them I didn't enjoy. So, and there were some that I liked To Kill a Mockingbird. I liked Watership Down. There were some other books in there.
Watership Down is one I never read.
I liked it.
I know a lot of people have.
Yeah.
I know that I think there's like an animated movie that they
There is. It's terrible.
With rabbits?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the book's about rabbits. But like there's other books in there that, Animal Farm I had to read. I hated Animal Farm. Like there's just a lot of these books that I've read and I just
But did you go see the new movie with Animal Farm?
No.
No?
No. And maybe I would like the movie. I don't know.
Like some of them, it's not so much whether or not I enjoy them. It's the commentary that they're making on the culture. And Animal Farm's one of those.
Oh, I 100% agree that one made massive impact on the culture. 100%. But I just didn't, to me, it wasn't enjoyable reading. Now, today, I have plenty of books that I enjoy reading.
What about when you were younger? Like, did you read like any Roald Dahl?
No.
Like James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
No, I didn't read a lot of those.
See, that's where I think a lot of this falls off for most people is they don't introduce their children to classics that are age appropriate so that they can then move on to bigger and better pieces of literature.
Yeah.
Because like Roald Dahl was making commentary when he wrote Matilda and James and the Giant Peach.
Sure.
And Charlie and Chocolate Factory. If I'm even saying that right, it could be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate. I don't remember the actual title. But I know that Roald Dahl wrote all of those. And then then you have other ones like Old Yeller, Sounder. I mean, things like that are like...
Those are the ones that I wound up reading.
And you probably read them when you were younger.
I did.
But that's the thing.
Had them read to me even.
Oh, by other people?
Well, just my mom would read or my dad would read at night. Those types of things.
And that's another thing, man, is like, that's a big thing that we've gotten away from is reading to our kids. Oh, yeah. I was big on that when my kids were little. And
we still do.
All three of mine are avid readers now. Yeah. Not necessarily because I did that, but because I introduced them to literature. Like my oldest tells me about the summer I forced her to read Treasure Island. Oh. And she was like, "Oh, it sucked," and I'm so happy that I did it. Oh, because like now, because it pushed her beyond like her at that time capacity for language.
I mean, I will tell you that is one of the things, without question, that accelerated my vocabulary was reading a lot of those books.
Yeah, and like if you're sick and tired of your children speaking in memes or slogans or YouTube trends or TikTok trends,
get them to read.
It's probably because they're not reading.
Yeah. 100%.
And I'm not even saying like reading the classics. I'm just they're probably not reading.
No, it's not just that. It's sentence formation. It is coherent thoughts.
Yeah.
There's so many things that reading does. And I learned all of those things because I went through, I mean, I'm telling you, the high school English teacher that I had was absolutely incredible. I just didn't enjoy the content that I had to read most of the time.
Yeah.
Now, I still did it. I just didn't enjoy it. So I think the point that I would make to you is I thought they sucked because I didn't enjoy them. You can disagree with me on that. I'm fine with that because you might hate some of the books that I enjoy reading. So it's fine. I'm okay with that. But to me, the classics suck. There you go. I mean, you can't expect me to be perfect at everything. Although I expect it of myself sometimes.
I have very little expectation of you in that regard.
Good. It just got better.
Classics.
I don't even know where we got off on that.
I don't know either.
It doesn't matter.
It had something to do with LA.
Probably.
Damn you, LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You're doing it to yourself, but that's fine.
Well, that is true. That is true. But interesting enough, I will say, circling back, those are all big cities.
Yes, every single one of them.
Every single one. I mean,
but like that's just going to be the way it is. I mean, it's going to be the big cities.
it is.
But like, there's not a single Texas city on that list.
That's where I was about to go. There's a lot of big cities that aren't on that list.
The surprising one was Miami because Florida has a lot of influx.
Yes, they do.
But like Nashville wasn't in there, Memphis wasn't in there. When you think about places, if you think about the places that people have been fleeing to for the last 6 years, none of those places, aside from Miami, are on
They're
that
not
list.
on that list. Yeah. Well, but even Miami, a lot of people are flooding to like Orlando more than Miami, I would think.
Well, and I think most people that are fleeing bigger cities like Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, places like that, when they're going to like say Texas, when they're going to say Tennessee, I don't know that they're necessarily going to the big city. I think they are like doing a whole life flip.
Yeah.
And going like, oh, I kind of want to try a small town.
And if they, or at worst, like a suburb and like a deep suburb, like
Sure.
So much so that, what we would
like
historically
Louisville.
call, correct. Something that we would call, something we call like a bedroom community that's up to an hour away from where they actually work.
Right.
Because it's still, their dollar goes further that way too.
Well, and if you're high value enough within your organization, I mean, like they're going to be willing to let you work remotely wherever you live.
For sure. It gets
I
easier and
see
easier.
a lot of that.
Easier and easier.
And it's more like C-suite
of
level
course.
people.
Of course.
Than like the lower ranks, but it's happening.
Yeah, it is.
So,
well, all right, guys. Thanks for listening to us rant about books and cities and debates. We kind of had a little mini debate there ourselves. I don't think anyone won.
I did.
I don't think so.
I declare it.
Well, we thank you for listening and for downloading the episode, watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere we have content. And like and subscribe. Until next time, we'll see you later. See ya.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.